On behalf of all of you, I welcome Mr. Vinothkumar and share his thoughts on a topic which is sinner to winner. Okay. About sinners also, we have our own ideas. Fine. And what is winning? So this is a very nice topic. I would like him to take over and share his thoughts. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, Balachandran Ayya. Yeah, can you see my screen, Ayya?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is visible.
Welcome. Be blessed by the divine. The topic I'm going to speak is on sinner to winner. That is like transforming the 6 sin imprints and to achieve and to become a winner in our day-to-day life. That is like winner is like becoming like a Superman or superhuman. To attain peace and divine realization, we must transform the 6 negative temperaments, that is greed, anger, miserliness, immoral sexual passion, vanity, and vengeance. However, this can be achieved only by meditation. So meditation is very important than transformation of 6 sin negative impairments. But in order to be successful in meditation, we also need to do introspection. So meditation is important. Introspection also is important. And transformation of 6 negative temperaments is important. What is sinner to winner in one sentence? If you ask in one sentence, we can tell to become like the divine God. So this is sinner to winner in one sentence. Yes, we know in order to become a winner, we need to become like a divine God. But who is God? What Maharishi says about God? Let's look into it. There is a lot of confusion about God's appearance due to many forms. When we say we need to be like God, people may envision the form they personally like. But as far as Bhakti Yoga is concerned, this is acceptable or fine. But however, Maharishi teaches that God is Arubi, which is formless. When we say Arubi, we do not project any form or characters onto God, because God is beyond mind's projection. We can also say God as Nirgunam, that is without qualities, which means like without the 6 negative temperaments. That is in Tamil they call Durgunam. Like we need to be like God is like Nirgunam, which is just opposite of Durgunam. And in order to be like a divine God, we need to embody the 6 virtues. That is like we need to transform the 6 negative temperaments to six virtues. You need to transform from greed to contentment, that is being satisfied with what one has. You need to transform from anger to tolerance, accepting differences and enduring hardships. You need to transform miserliness to philanthropy, that is having generosity and love for the humanity. You need to transform immoral sexual passion to chastity, that is maintaining purity in thoughts and actions. You need to transform vanity to parity, ensuring fairness and equality, and not having any superior or inferiority complex. And you need to transform vengeance to forgiveness, that is letting go of grudges and resentment. Introspection in transforming the negative temperaments. Now we'll talk about the introspection, which is really useful and very important tool to transform our 6 negative temperaments. You would have learned in levels 1, 2, and 3 of introspection training, we focus on transforming 6 negative temperaments. It is important approach. It is important to approach these lessons earnestly and apply them in our day-to-day life. We should not neglect introspection. If, for example, like if we say like 60% of the Sky members practice exercise and meditation regularly, most of them are not practicing introspection and they are neglecting it. This we should not do it. This is very important to transform the 6 negative temperaments. And we need to strive to attain the divine state, that is striving for greatness. Like we need to aim to be great or superhuman. And if you look at the divine state, divine state is above human being, whereas below us there are animals. And time constraints, like everybody says that I don't have time even to practice meditation and exercise. If we find it difficult to allocate time, so what about introspection? But we need to keep this in mind. If we are not doing introspection, we are not practicing Manavalakalai. Because Maharishi says, like Sky Yoga is not only like simplified Kundalini Yoga, it is also Manavalakalai. If you're practicing meditation, like meditation and exercise, etc., you're simply doing Kundalini Yoga. But if you're not practicing introspection, you're not doing Manavalakalai. So you should not say I don't have time or anything. We should not neglect the importance in the introspection in your day-to-day life. And what is the necessity of introspection to meditation? You can do introspection even without meditation, but you cannot do meditation without introspection. The reason is that without introspection, you will not experience transformation in terms of your qualities. You'll remain in the same state as before without any improvements. So what's the use of doing meditation if you're constantly lying? What's the use if you have the habits of stealing and still practice meditation? What's the use if you're an angry person and doing meditation? What's the use if you're a jealous person while doing meditation? What's the use if you have immoral desires and still meditate? What's the use if you're filled with tensions while doing meditation? So without introspection, you will only regress. It will affect you negatively. That's why introspection is very important and you need to include it in your day-to-day practice. For example, let's say practitioners see improvements only in new circumstances and changes. Let's say, for example, if a boy who gets a new job, he shows improvements and excels in new environment, but in his old place where he's accustomed to certain habits, he behaves the same way. Similarly, some children behave well in public, but get angry only with their mother due to habits. They are unable to resist these habits because they are ingrained. Only by doing introspection, you can change these habits. And to practice introspection, Sunday is the best day, considering the time available. Like we can spend around 1 to 2 hours ideally, and once in a month, we can do introspection in silence. And for cleaning old habits, introspection is very important. We need to clean old habits and avoid forming new bad habits. In evolution, we all came from animals, which is why humans are so imperfect. We need to remove all imperfections. The victory you achieve through introspection is the transformation of the negative traits. And we cannot say like automatically we become imperfect, and that's not an excuse. Like we are imperfect, that's fine, it's totally acceptable. But we need to take effort. We need to strive to reach the higher state or the divine state. And if you look at the animal life, like many animals grab the right to live of others by killing and eating the body of other animals. They were once our ancestors. Still we have the genetic imprints of all these records. Animals does it for food, whereas man does it for material possessions, fame, power, and sensory pleasures. Animals doesn't plan, whereas man plans for grabbing the right of others. Like we all in the sky system, some are already masters and senior masters, but for future aspirants, we are all going to become masters and senior masters. And to attain divine realization and transformation of negative temperaments, we need to make an effort, take action, and corrections. We need to be ready to change and correct ourselves. We don't have the right to correct others unless we correct ourselves. This is the basic rule. If a father, for example, if a father smokes, he doesn't have the right to change his son's smoking habit. First, he must quit smoking himself, and then he can guide his son. The World Community Service Center was created by Maharishi so that the world can attain peace and everyone can live a peaceful life. We have joined this organization for this purpose. We all need to become masters and senior masters. We must prepare ourselves to take charge of various tasks. But first, we need to correct ourselves before attempting to change the world. To correct ourselves, we must remove ego and cultivate tolerance. And the three fundamental qualities that's needed are tolerance, adjustments, and sacrifice. And we need to live for others. This is the foundation for our achievement. And I've written some tips for effective introspection. Although I'm not going to talk about like how to do introspection, because in our training already we have learned it. I'll just focus on the very effective tips that can be helpful in our day-to-day practice. First, don't suppress your thoughts. You need to understand we are just analyzing thoughts and we are not transforming our thoughts, but we are not suppressing it. Never ever suppress your thoughts. Thoughts cannot be stopped and controlled. What will happen if you suppress your thought? Like it will create a lot of problems. So never suppress your thoughts. And second is avoid guilty consciousness. Avoid feelings. Don't feel guilty of your past mistakes. It can lead to suppression. And third is imperfections. Always be balanced in life. Do not worry about imperfection. It's totally fine to be imperfect. Accept yourself. You need to understand the real perfection. By perfection, Maharishi, what he really means is transformation of mind. It's not worldly and material perfections. Worldly perfections or of infinite regress, it can lead to problems like anxiety, OCD, etc. So try to understand what is imperfection like. And it's totally fine to be imperfect. And the fourth tip is avoid reacting to any negative emotions. This is very important mantra to transform the mind. Simply wait for any negative thoughts or emotions to subside automatically. like reaction leads to increase in mind frequencies. So never react to any negative emotions. Simply sit in a calm place and in a relaxed manner, do introspection. And finally, be happy and satisfied with sky practices, and don't try to jump. Like for example, some practitioners who joined sky yoga, and like they practice 3 months, 3 months after that they leave the sky organization. Like we should not be like that. Like we should never try to, like we need to have faith in sky yoga system. We need to have faith and bhakti with Maharishi, and never try to jump from one yoga to another yoga. Sky yoga in its core essence emphasizes simplicity, clarity and direct experience. And also Vethathiri Maharishi Ayya achieved a state which is beyond human comprehension. It is also injustice to compare Maharishi with any other person in spiritual practice. So be happy with your sky practices. And with this, I conclude my session. So we all in our life, we need to transform the 6 negative temperaments, and we need to understand that it is really important to do meditation and introspection. So all three, transformation of 6 negative temperaments, meditation, and introspection, these are all very important in attaining peace and divine realization. And we also, apart from this, we also need to have clarity in Maharishi's teachings. Like, and if you look at the various Maharishi's teachings, it looks simple, but only if you read it, you will understand the depth of the topic. Like, so I request everybody to read Maharishi's teachings and don't take it casually. Like, be sincere. Okay, thank you. Be blessed by the divine.
Thank you, Vinothkumar Rajangam, for your nice speech. Sinner to winner. Yes, sir. We need to, that is, you have rightly said that meditation and introspection need to go hand in hand to attain liberation. And also you have mentioned about adjustment, tolerance and sacrifice for a happy and peaceful living. That was nice indeed. And dear friends, anybody having any, it's a discussion time. You can raise your hands. Dr. Vijaya, would you like to? You can unmute and speak.
Thank you, Valga Vadamudan. I really appreciate him bringing back all the main points for introspection, because I realized without introspection, we don't know what we are doing and where we are heading. And our main aim here, using the sixth sense in human beings, we know we can attain that salvation, or the divine wisdom. So like they say, 16 virtues. So out of that, the main things, if you notice, is the 6 temperaments. It will hinder our progress. So Maharishi rightly said this is very simple, but as he said also, the depth of knowledge is so deep that only when you read and read and read, and you have to regurgitate the whole thing, because what you read, you have to bring it out and understand that. Like if you are doing, like me being a math professor, so when I'm doing the questions on the board and I'm asking them questions, so that is nothing but like introspecting. What is that we are doing? What is the next step? What do I need to do? How do I get my solution? Is the solution right? So we call that verification. The same way, I think introspection is like verifying ourselves, the questions we have, we undergo with that, that agitated mind, disturbed mind. Somebody wants something, somebody wants to take away something from us, and somebody is just snatching, like they want to show off the power hungriness. I think all that can be curtailed when you have this introspecting, techniques. And that is a very nice thing. And I really appreciate him bringing up this topic today, so everybody can go over what we are going through day by day and then cut it down. Take the ones which are main ones, like priority ones. The ones which can be put away can be, talked about it later. So if it is not that important, we can set it up. So the questioning also, we can put the priority one on the top and then we can go over that. And I think with this, I think we, if not fully, I know our main aim is to, get that fullness, empty all the imprints, clear all the 3 types of karmas. I think introspection is the way. So make columns, write it down, whatever the problem, like the techniques we learn. And I remember he did say that you have gone through this in the class. So that table check is very, very, very nice. And me being a single parent, single, mother, doing things. So I had to really do that. And I have overcome a lot of things. It will work. You have to have the faith, believe, and even though Maharishi has said very simple, it is really simple. And it's not rocket science. Please, please do the introspection, do the meditation. Don't forget the exercise. We need the flexibility in the body and mind and clean our souls. Okay, Valghaval Madam, thank you for asking, Ms. Bharti. Be blessed by the divine. Appreciate.
Thank you, Dr. Vijaya. Param, would you please unmute?
Valghaval, thank you, Vinod, for doing this excellent meditation and discussion forum. It's a very helpful tips. I wrote down, in fact, whatever he gave the tips about. I'm a bit more like working on the introspection part, because I got the exercises, meditation, and the Kayakalpa, everything into good practice in a day-to-day life. About this is only 6 to 8 months I've been in this Kaya Yoga, which I feel that I'm really doing great and evolving. But still, I want to know a little bit more about introspection, actually what we can do on it, especially say, for example, some repetitive issue you go through in the life, or maybe if it is something, the random thing when you wake up in the morning, how it keep you not in the peaceful state, how we can work on that. Little more details, any experts in this group currently can give little scenario kind of a thing, take it like this and think through, and so this will help you ease out kind of a thing. So just I thought, okay, ask in this forum so some experts can help get better at it. Thank you.
Thank you. Professor Balachandran.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to thank Vinod for a very good presentation on a very important topic. All of us in all religions, we all believe in a particular form of God, and we say that we should help others. But one important point which is missing over a period of centuries is the introspection part. When we don't introspect, somehow we justify whatever we do and find fault with others. But if we have, honestly, if we know how to go ahead and do the practice on oneself, introspect and remove the negativities. Maharishi says, man minus impurities is God. That's all. God is not sitting somewhere on the heavens. If we can remove the negativities in us, which are called sins, then we become divine. That's it. And you and nature become one. It is possible. And Maharishi has given very beautiful method, and Param has been asking this question. In fact, in our practices, after we do the foundation course, we go for the introspection level 1, level 2, 3, etc. In each of these topics, Maharishi gives an excellent method. For example, why do we get so many thoughts? Why so many negative thoughts come to us? Suppressing is not enough, but is there a method? Can we analyze it? And then can we take a decision? We sit down, list our thoughts, and take action on them. Then over a period of time, you find that Your negative thoughts will be reducing. Your positive thoughts will get more and more strong. That's all is required. Transformation of personality is whether negative thoughts can be overcome and positive thoughts can be strengthened. And all this greed, anger, miserliness, the 6 temperaments, they're all thoughts. That's all. Thoughts in different situations become all these 6 temperaments. And then we do the 5 great sins. But if we can do this practice, of course, apart from the courses, once in a while, once in a month, once in a week, you can just sit down and spend the time. Okay, I got a lot of worries. Let me see how to go about it. And a beautiful method is there. And then take sankalpa, I will get over them. And then work on it. And in the night, you can see whether how much any mistakes you have done. Next day morning, you can correct it. So keep on correcting ourselves. And then the habits itself will become good. So good habits, living in tune with nature, living in tune with what is the reality, then you're getting transformed. And success in each of them will help you to get success in every other thing. And then you will be able to have enough strength to help others as well. That is fulfillment. When you start, it's not just sharing money, it's donation. Can you share our thoughts, our knowledge, but that knowledge already put into practice? Okay, not what is written in the book. What Swamiji is written in the book, I reproduce, that is not enough. That is okay, but it will not have a full impact unless we practice it and comes as our own experience as well. So this is the only way to change the whole world. And we start from ourselves. Okay, and then this more, in fact, this
I'd
one.
like to add something. Yeah.
Yes? Hey, please go ahead. It's your day.
Yeah. Like, for example, like what we do when we get repeated emotions in the morning, like that's a question, I think. Like for example, when we get repeated emotions, like in the morning time, like for example, don't do introspection at that time. Like, for example, your frequency is already in the higher state. Like you have to allow the mind to subside. Like you have to wait for the mind to relax or subside. It's always good to do introspection after meditation. At that time only, like our mind will be in a calm state. For example, if you sit on Sunday or Maunam, that is the best time to do introspection. Like, but never, like it's okay and totally fine to have negative emotions. But because we are imperfect. Like we all came from we have got like a lot of imprints. We also came from animals. Like it's totally fine. But don't suppress. Like in the morning time or in the evening time, sometimes automatically some negative emotion comes. So we should never suppress it, but instead you have to allow it to subside it automatically. Like,
Yes,
yeah.
good. We have to do a regular introspection after meditation. So that will give us enough strength. In that situation, we will be starting acting properly. So when there's a situation where agitation will happen, if you had already practiced meditation and introspection, you will find that you will be able to take it more calmly than what we were doing earlier. That's all. Just compare ourselves. 2 months back, how I was behaving with my wife or with my boss or my difficult children. Am I able to give a better solution now? Am I able to take it calmly and then work out a solution? That's all. Yes, it requires practice because we have so much of negative imprint. The society is so negative. So we have to work a bit hard, but there is a beautiful method. So let us just practice it, and sky will be the limit. We can practice sky yoga properly. Thank you. Yes, anybody else just want to share our thoughts? This is a group where we just share our thoughts. Okay, it's not necessary only questions. So what do you feel? If you had any experiences, you can share with others.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We need to, it's better to allot some time to introspection daily before going to bed. Just think of the things that have been done, that are carried on the whole day. And you yourself, you are the student and also you are the teacher. both, you are the both, you need to just raise the question, and the answer is also, you need to do the answer, and which is correct, is this correct, what I have done today, whether it is correct, can I, if you feel it is correct and it is really correct, then we can just put an auto suggestion, sankalpam, to saying that let me be like this only, good, let me do good things only as I have done today, like that. And if you feel you have done something wrong, just try to remove it from your mind, and also again do sankalp not to repeat such things on in any more days. And likewise, when you go on doing this introspection daily before going to bed, that will yield very good results. And dear friends, let us all come to Surya stage to bless today's speaker, Vinothkumar Rajangam. Vinothkumar Rajangam, be blessed by the divine. His lovely family, be blessed by the divine. His present and future endeavors, be blessed by the divine. Now, let's bless our senior professor and mentor, Balachandran. Balachandran, be blessed by the divine. His lovely family, be blessed by the divine. His present and future endeavors, be blessed by the divine.
And let's also bless Professor Bharati for conducting this whole program very nicely. So, Professor Bharati, be blessed by the divine. Her spiritual services, be blessed by the divine. Her family, be blessed by the divine. Or Shivananda. Yes, over to you, madam. Any announcements you would like to make? You can do that.
Yes, sir. Dear friends, we have foundation courses every month, starting from 1st and 16th of every month. And also Kayakalpa we conducted second Sunday of every month. And you can also log on to www.kundaliniyoga.edu.in to get more information on Sky Yoga. Please, apart from this speech on Saturdays, we have meditations being conducted daily, morning 6 a.m. and evening 6:30 p.m. sharp, followed by thought for the day from the book Blossoms of Life, authored by our Guru. Please do join for the meditation also and enjoy the bliss. And dear friends, please bring in more of your friends and relatives into our Sky Yoga so that let them also enjoy a peaceful life. Thank you all. Sir, shall we conclude, Professor Balachandran?
Yeah, please. You can conclude.
Okay, sir. Now, thank you once again, Vinothkumar Rajangam, for your nice speech. Thank you, dear participants, for your participation. And thank you, Professor Balachandran, for your continued guidance. Thank you all. Be blessed by the divine.